Okay, so as AI floods the market, right, we're seeing all kinds of new products pop off, like text to video and custom podcasts made by AI and all that stuff. I've been going back to the work of I'm basically reading a bunch of 19th century economists because that's the kind of sexy stuff I like to do in my off time. And I'm bumping into these concepts, right? So you probably already know the concept of marginal utility. There's a thing that economists talk about a lot. So marginal utility is basically a measurement of the degree to which continued use of a thing either drives up its value or drives down its value. Positive marginal utility or negative marginal utility. And the decreasing marginal utility of a thing is when after, you've had two pieces of candy and that third piece is delicious, that's positive marginal utility. But by the 19th or 20th, you don't really want any more candy, right? And that utility begins to fall off. Well, with AI, right, as the market floods and you begin to see it more and more, the idea here is that the marginal utility of AI is going to fall off as you cease to be blown away by these video generators or custom podcasts, and you just begin to expect at every moment that AI will create all kinds of cool custom entertainment for you, or do your homework for you, or write boring emails for you, right? The marginal utility will decrease over time, which leads to this other concept that is really blowing my mind, and that is this thing called Jevons paradox. William Jevons he was sort of an early economist, and he wrote this very influential paper about coal, and he basically was trying to help explain, as so many people were at the time, why it was that Britain's coal supply was being exhausted even as the technology was making it more efficient to burn coal. And the paradox that he identified is that basically when we get to a place where we do something, when a technology makes the use of a thing more efficient, we don't use less of it, we use more of that thing. And this is what I keep bumping into with people who keep saying, well, when AI, is doing our busy work for us, it's gonna free up our time and our attention to be put toward more noble things, right? We get to all be painters and poets and the rest of it. Well, what Jevons paradox points out is that that's not how it works. And if you think of time the way that he was thinking about coal, we're not gonna get more of it. By being more efficient with time, we're gonna use more of that time, right? That the expectation is that you're gonna be able to get things done more quickly, and as a result, you should be able to do more things. And it's a thing that labor people have been pointing out around AI forever, but I just think we need everybody making this stuff to take a crash course in the fundamentals of, labor and political economics and this sort of stuff, because man, it goes back hundreds of years. People have pointed out this stuff and it still rings true today, and I think we're about to run headlong into some of the fundamental lessons. Anyway, marginal utility, Jevons paradox, worth looking into.